Well, here we are back on the mall in Washington, D.C., but actually this is not the mall. This is the Washington Monument, which is its own monument, its own grounds. The mall technically stops at 14th Street before you get here. This was an interesting project for our office because it came as a result of the 9/11 terrorist attack in New York and Washington and Pennsylvania that everyone knows about. And shortly after that happened, the National Park Service concluded they had to defend a series of national icons because they picked up chatter that these might be of importance to terrorists. These were the Statue of Liberty, the Independence Hall, and the Washington Monument. So the National Park Service decided to have a competition. We were fortunate to be invited and fortunate enough to win the competition. So what I decided was we needed a wall that could take the impact and would be a visible barrier as well as a physical one. And so in this particular case, I was thinking about it when I remembered up at the U.S. Capitol, Olmsted and Vox had produced a series of very low granite walls that led you around and directed traffic, and they had earth and grass behind them. And I thought, there's a precedent here, and it's right at the other end of the mall. And they were made of granite, and they were, very Victorian with a kind of architectural profile, but they had this rough-cut rock face that was pretty strong. I kind of liked that. I also didn't think the paths should go straight up, bang into the monument. I thought you wanted to come up and approach it and spin around toward it, and as you're coming up you get a sort of view of the Capitol and the U.S., and as you come down you get a different view as you're going to... Well, and then we needed to do seating at the top for people who are waiting to go to the monument, and I decided that we really should do some big, beautiful, graceful benches, but they should not have backs on it. We did that, and everybody can go see them now, and we made them out of marble. Why marble? Well, because all the edifices around here are either limestone or marble, but I really wanted something that is the one place where people are going to touch with their hands and their rear ends, and they're going to be close to it, and I wanted it to feel very beautiful. Well, I guess there's one last thing to say about this project, and that is, as the last part of it, we decided that we were going to try and plant the groves that Dan had started. Dan Kiley didn't get it all built, and we're still trying to build out some of the groves that he was trying to get built. And the Park Service didn't have quite enough money to get it all done when we had the contract to do this, and so they're still coming back trying to finish the project. And so, like many projects, a lot of landscapes are unfinished work there. We talked about how they're open-ended in some ways. This one is, on the one hand, finished, and on the other hand, people will always fiddle around with it, I think. But we're still adding trees. It needs a few more. I think we should work on the grass, but it's pretty good, and it makes us feel wonderful and very proud.